Returning to the assistance coin channel, I am familiar with you all from the XRP family, so without further ado, let's have a look at the current XRP pricing and our plans. I am eagerly anticipating the upcoming weekend. Thus, looking at the situation from a new angle, you are well aware that many alternative coins are showing varying degrees of red. Looking at the screen clearly shows that the weekly time frame is now neatly. You can tell most of the market is falling behind XRP if you look at it. But compared to some of those other coins, its value is holding up far better. It's just down 2.3%, which most people would ignore if it weren't for this channel, but I feel compelled to mention that before we begin the video. $2.17 was the price, a 2% decrease in USD terms. Bitcoin prices are up 0.4% from yesterday. It's encouraging to see that trade volume is close to $4 billion per hour and that the market is valued $124.6 billion. But first, a small disclaimer: the content on this channel is not necessarily intended to be financial advice. You should always be diligent and conduct your own research while buying cryptocurrency. Do you have some knowledge of the subject? In 2020 and beyond, politicians in the United States intend to prioritize crypto regulation. The global real estate market is about to explode, so brace yourself. To that end, it was inevitable that this would transpire. It has been done before. This has been on our minds for some time, and I believe that 2025 will be a pivotal year for coins in particular. First, let's review the current situation, and then we can get down to the meat of our discussion regarding XRP for the day. As a result, 3,100 Bitcoin were purchased in 2014. The purchase of Ethereum occurred on December 28th. What this tells me is really intriguing on the way Bitcoin is starting to float. Your comments lead me to believe that many of you are aware of the USDT listing notices. Many platforms, even some extremely large and centralized ones, will remove a significant amount of coin from their lists. As of December 30th, you are already familiar with USDT, which understandably causes some people to feel anxious since, well, is the result of typing a pass back a few years something you're familiar with? The year could have been 2021 or 2022, but I highly doubt it. $20 to $22. Yes, I apologize, Teresa. Conflicting course corrections. You should be informed that further regulations are being imposed on these coins and that there are calls for a regulated solid currency because many people are scared to deal with solid cash since then. Large corporations in particular. And we covered this yesterday. That's the sweet spot for RLUSD to get traction in the market. Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market as a whole have taken a beating due to all the recent excitement surrounding the USDT fund. Nevertheless, I am optimistic that the cryptocurrency season would persist until the new year because we did observe an internet inflow on a hypothesis. There has been a discernible holdup for the past 15 days ever since the FOMC assembly announcement. But I can't turn a blind eye to the possibility that there's a real problem with the quantity of money Ethereum is still receiving. If you agree that there has been a lot of positive news for cryptocurrency and that the government has been clear, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Space in the year 2025, as I mentioned earlier. That year, I predict, will witness the ETs of more than one unique thing. Shares of volatility have apparently applied for a Solana ETF based on futures. I predict that this year will witness a significant shift in the quantity of these ETF filings. Indeed, that is an excellent point to make. However, let us continue to examine the current situation. Obviously, this is the most noteworthy development to be removed from key cryptocurrency markets around the EU due to route stablecoins that fail to comply with the upcoming crypto laws and regulations will be removed from circulation. It's as easy as that. You might have observed that several of the largest centralized exchanges are already removing them from circulation. This is likely because to their reluctance to address the myriad of potential future difficulties. Whether this will occur only in North America or on a worldwide scale is an obvious question that this brings up. All right, moving forward, in addition to the robust coin market, how might this impact the entire cryptocurrency industry? Most people think that USDT will terminate on December 30th. It won't come apart, in my opinion. Personally, I wouldn't invest my money into USDT, and I think most people would agree that there are major warning signs when it comes to the cryptocurrency. That is my personal non-public opinion, I repeat. I have completed my studies and have been working in this field for slightly over 8 years now, in case you were wondering. This is not something I'm imagining. I am not a fan of USDT. Considering what has transpired, the law may play a significant role here. Still, I would like to diversify my holdings across several stablecoins. Therefore, it was instructed that we remember such details. Nevertheless, I believe that we can overcome this USDT FUD. You can see that RLUSD will shine there. However, right now, I suppose these news shops whales are virtually taking advantage of it. Because of its location, it will be able to capture a sizable portion of the robust coin market. People will be able to test what's happening, and I don't think that will be conservative in the least. Allow me to summon our comrade Smokey. He confirms that XRP, XL, and PXL, together with other crypto assets that comply with ISO 200022, will be part of the unified record. To ensure compatibility with conventional financial systems, XDC method HBARQNT IOTAPI is implementing these measures in accordance with the regulations established by the ISO and by committees. In addition, I believe that this will be discussed by a growing number of individuals over time rather than just a small group. For the time being, we get it, but we need to keep an eye on our old pal XRPS charge to see what happens. First and foremost, I will discuss the Bitcoin Dominance Index. The Dominance Index is visible once more. Repeatedly tested 58.5. We will go over this if you missed my H4 update, but if you did, you already know. Your dominance had diminished by that time and we had already been rejected. That is encouraging, yet Bitcoin also experienced a decline due to its fluctuating price. Just a few hours ago, Bitcoin reached a high of $97.284, but the price fell back down to $94,526 very immediately. However, I did mention it in my H4 update that it was still being considered at the moment. In the event that we misplaced the current guide, it would not be shocking if we had to repeat the testing the following day. You are already familiar with the path to the dominance index for XRP, though since it is not increasing above that critical resistance as it is the current reason. We continue to believe that XRP's pricing is roughly equal to yesterday's. You can see how much effort we've put into this now. Bitcoin, which was worth $2.23 at the time, clearly rose again. We have seen that effect on XRPS, and we will see it again. Nonetheless, it is currently performing admirably. You are aware that we have not even retested the $38.22 and $2.07 to provide all the necessary details regarding its advancement. At this time, though, you should probably cast doubt on the dominance score. To be clear, dominance index is nothing new to you. In my opinion, Bitcoin would swiftly retrace if it dropped below the 23.06% fib mark. Even at $85,000, Bitcoin is still a possibility if it falls below the 23-point net area, which is approximately $89,000. This fact alone keeps me highly bullish on the cryptocurrency market. Sometimes, in order to climb closer to the top, you need those shakeouts. At this time, though, you are aware that this will only occur in my situation if we drop below the 1922 mark. I would recommend starting your search at $85,000 if the $90,000 to $91,000 area doesn't work out. We do have a few of eights in that range. Seeing as how the yard is in 2025 and the most anticipated event is naturally the inauguration of Donald Trump, I do believe that the year will be filled with excitement. Many individuals should feel relieved just hearing that. To put it another way, you are well versed in the cryptocurrency markets. Whether you all agree or disagree, please tell me in the comments what you think. However,